Morning from the Lake District. So today we are in the Central Fells. We've parked up at Grasmere through the woods there. I'm doing 4 Wainwrights today. So we're just working our way up to Tarn Crag, then onto Sergeant Man, High Raise, and then lastly we're doing Blea Rigg, coming back down to the car park there. So yeah, it's a lovely day, as you can see. Blue skies, not a cloud, not a single cloud about, oh, a couple over there, but it is pretty chilly. I mean, I always go by the mantra of be bold, start cold. So I've only got a little thin sun hoodie on here, but yeah, I'm probably about the limit I can cope with, because it is bloody freezing. Hopefully once we start ascending a little bit towards Eastdale Tarn, should start warming up. So 4 of us out today. It's me, Chris, Si and Key. Well, 5 of us actually. George, the collie, is with us as well. So it should take us about 5 hours, I think, according to the OS map. And then tonight we're staying in Coniston. So we're going to the Black Bull, but I think we're going to stop at the Drunken Duck on the way back. Which should be a great day for it, actually, given the beer garden out the front there and the views you get. Should be great on this clear day. So we'll keep trudging along here. Should get to Sour Milk Gill shortly, and then yeah, up towards the Tarn, and then on towards to Tarn Crag. So I'll speak to you again shortly. So we've just come up to Sour Milk Gill. Sorry if you can see my massive shadow there. Can't do anything about it really, because the sun is directly behind me. Hopefully you can hear me over the sound of the waterfall there. So yeah, Sour Milk Gill, so cold. So as you can see, its waters look like milk being churned, and it was formerly known as Churn Milk Force actually, but more poetically described by Dorothy Wordsworth as a broad stream of white snow. So it's fed by the Tarn, just over the brow of the hill here, Eastdale Tarn, where we're going to head up to, and then it wends its way all the way down into the valley and into Grasmere itself there. So pretty picturesque. Looks like you could have a nice dip in there, a bit of wild swimming, but being November, I'm not quite brave enough to do that. I haven't brought my speedos either, so we'll give it a miss. So making good progress up towards the Tarn here. Should start seeing it very shortly, but I best catch up with the others. They've sped off as I'm fannying around with my camera and my drone, so best get a jog on, catch them up. So my mantra of be bold, start cold, proven to be a wise one in the end, because I am bloody roasting already. I mean, if I wasn't to tell you the temperature, you'd think it was a summer's day really. Well, apart from the fact all the ferns are dying and slowly decaying. But sky-wise, it's bloody glorious. So yeah, the path's been pretty easy going so far. I think the Tarn is going to be just over that little dip between the 2 hills there, where you can see the beginning of the waterfall coming down, and then you should start to be able to see first fell of the day, which in fact I think is the one in the background there. I think that's Tarn Crag. I do have a track record of mislabelling things. So once we get to the Tarn further ahead, I'll check the map and confirm. But yeah, good going so far. Graceful sight. Got to do it myself now. Rocks are pretty dry. Probably not the best idea to be holding a GoPro as I go across here. Easy. So there is Teesdale Tarn. So I did get some drone footage going both ways, so we'll have put some of that in at the start. And there was one brave fella who I think again the drone caught. He was just swimming in there. So yeah, the Tarn was formed I think 11,000 years ago by glacial activity, and then the meltwaters from that glacier are what filled it. So the area has been popular since the 1800s, probably with it being so close to Grasmere down the hill there. And the local Grasmerean, is that a word? Fella from Grasmere set up a refreshment hut here, which will come in handy today actually. But all trace of it's totally gone. I don't know exactly whereabouts it was. The only thing I could read about in reference to it today was that it's where it once stood is covered in nettles. But with it being November, you know, there's no nettles around today, so God knows where it was. Presumably on one of the flatter areas, but don't know. So yeah, I was right, I think, about this being Tarn Crag in front of us here. We can just start to see the path that works its way up, and you can just see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, 4 guys just going across the contours there, and just what looks like an old stream bed is the path that works its way up there. So start trudging up and then film again from the top. So we're just halfway up Tarn Crag here. As you can see, great views. You can see all the way across to Yorkshire there, I think. I think that's one of the 3 peaks, the Yorkshire 3 peaks, just in the middle there. Pennygent, possibly, Ingleborough, not too sure. Someone can tell me in the comments below. But yeah, when you're coming up here, there is actually a path you can just see working its way along the contours, but we completely missed that. And had to fight our way up through through the ferns there, which was yeah, a bit of an ordeal. Loads of loose rocks and sort of spongy moss underfoot. Could definitely go over on your ankle, but luckily we all made it up in one piece. And then I think once this ascent is done, that's pretty much it for the climbing. We go out the back to High Raise, and then yeah, just come back along this ridge here, and then down, and then rejoin the path we came up on. So there are a few people out today with the weather being so good and the walk being so close to Grasmere. But yeah, not too many. There was 4 lads just ahead of us and a few more down by the Tarn, but the 4 lads in front are over the horizon now, as we just had a breather after our ordeal coming halfway up. But yeah, pretty straightforward going now, pretty self-explanatory. Tarn Crag is just that sort of outcrop you can see there, and we should get some views over towards the Langdales then. So yeah, just get up there. Should be able to see Pavey Ark, Harrison Stickle, I think. Stickle, Tarn, possibly, maybe when we get over to Sergeant Man. So we'll have a look, see what we can see when we get up there. So the views are really opening up now, absolutely amazing. So you can see the side of the Fairfield Horseshoe there, Seat Sandal, Helm Crag just round there, Steel Fell, Dollywagon, Nethermost Pike, Helvellyn, bit of snow on the tops there. Don't think we're going to be high enough to have any snow up on High Raise. We'll see, might get lucky. I think it'll only be a dusting though at this time of year. But yeah, great, absolutely great conditions. You can see all the moraine deposits there from the glacier down by the Tarn, and all the orange and copper hues on the trees down towards Grasmere and Rydal. Great for the soul. Chris was just saying then he's not been on a walk since August, I think, when we look back at the videos. So we were just discussing how good it is for the mind to be up here. Just the silence alone, and the views, the solitude, just all feed into it. Good for the soul. Absolutely amazing. And then you're interrupted by the sound of a plane. Mind you, I can't speak. Flying my drone. Always try not to fly it when there's people about. But sometimes it can't be helped if you don't see them. But do try my best, I promise. So just at the first fell of the day, over my shoulder there, Tarn Crag. So I think strictly speaking, Tarn Crag just refers to the actual craggy rock face that overlooks Easdale Tarn at the bottom there, where we just came up from. But Wainwright took it upon himself to name the whole fell Tarn Crag. Not sure who he thinks he is really, but yeah, who are we to question him? So yeah, just continuing on now. Had a spot of lunch there. Temperature soon drops once you're sat still and you're not waddling up the side of a fell. Had lunch, classic meal deal, duck wrap, walkers. They had no paprika max, so I got what did I get? These spicy prawn cocktail walkers max. They were pretty decent, to be fair. Go great with a beer. And a bottle of raspberry Lucozade to fuel me on. So I'll be high as a kite after coffee I had this morning, and I also had a bottle of Lucozade on the drive here as well. So we should make short work of Sergeant Man here, where we're going next. And we can just glimpse over there in the background. Got Pavey Ark, Harrison Stickle. You can see over to the Coniston Fells there. And then we can see Windermere in the middle distance. You can see just about everything, to be honest. When we get to the top of here, we should get even better views of the Langdales. And probably see all the way down to Blencathra, Skidder, and out towards the Scarfells probably. So yeah, should get a pretty good panorama. Just seen a little tarnlet here. I'll have to watch me step before I'm up to my waist in water. Well, that just shows how still it is today, like a sheet of glass. Lovely. So I was just saying earlier about me misnaming fells or misplacing fells. I've checked the map and I have done it again. So I think I've been saying throughout the video that the second fell we're doing is Sergeant Man, but that is in fact the third fell of the day. High Raise is next. So yeah, as I'm sure you'll know by now if you've watched any other videos, do not use my videos as any form of navigational aid. I don't know what else you'd use them for really. So, light comedy, tragedy, drama, yeah, probably none of the above, so yeah. If you do watch them, thanks very much, but yeah, don't use them to try and find your way to go, because they'll be of very little use to you. But if you have enjoyed it and you are still watching, like the video and subscribe to the channel, be a good help, and turn the notification bell on to alert you to all videos. Otherwise it just seems a bit random as to what it notifies people of. So yeah, give it a click and that would be very much appreciated. So yeah, on the way up to High Raise now, not Sergeant Man, and the views continue to be spectacular. So we're just getting to the top of the plateau now, and whilst it wasn't steep coming up there, it was a bit of a constant drag, to be honest. A few boggy patches, a few little ankle snapper holes as you work your way up as well, just to be careful of, with like little streamlets flowing through them. But yeah, more views have opened up there. You can see over the Solway Firth in the distance, and I think that is Skidder, possibly. Bassenthwaite, I think, to the right of that, Skidder. Again, no, as we've seen, might as well be Ben Nevis for all the correct labelling I've done today. So pretty straightforward path now up Codale Head and then High Raise, where we're going to beyond that, sort of demarcated by a few of these fence posts you might be able to see on the way. Pretty rusty, no wire attached to them, but they do seem to mark the general direction of the path. The path itself is pretty clear anyway. So onwards. Just working our way up to the summit of High Raise here. As you can see, it's pretty broad and flat on the top. Just a little shelter up ahead there. A few little tarnlets around with little sheets of ice. Not thick enough for standing on though. George has been in a few of them, and it is, as you can see, it is pretty busy up here. I think it's pretty approachable from a couple of ways. You can still see the snow-capped peaks there onto Helvellyn, Fairfield. So we'll just jump up here and then see what we can see. So we're just at the top of High Raise, which is the tallest of the central fells. I think it is regarded as the most central fell of the entire Lake District. And you can see pretty much everything from around here, as we've already seen over there. Fairfield Horseshoe, Helvellyn, St Sunday Crag, Seat Sandal, all the way out to Blencathra, Skidder, Newlands Horseshoe around there, Bassenthwaite, Solway Firth, and then just in front here really opens up. We've got Great Gable, the Scarfells, and then over to my left there you've got the Coniston Range. Just watch my step. So it is a bit of an out and back on this particular walk to pop up to High Raise, but as you can see, it's been absolutely worth it. Another one of the walks that we do in the Graham Mooney book comes up here again. So we did debate whether we should cut this out today, but with the weather being so good, couldn't really pass up the opportunity, because as you'll have seen from previous videos, the weather is changeable, and we seem to get the worst of it more often than not when we decide to come out, because of, you know, life stuff, and you know, we don't live local to the Lake District. We have to book these trips, you know, a good few weeks in advance really. So yeah, you're always at the mercy of the weather. So with it being so sunny, popped up here, and yeah, superb. Snow-capped peaks there on the Scarfells. Okay, so back to the way we came, and then on to Sergeant Man, which is the third Wainwright of the day, not the second. We've just done the second. Should be a pretty easy trek back. I think it's pretty much all downhill now. And then onto the first pub of the day, which will be, I think I said before, the Drunken Duck, which will give us, again, great views from the beer garden out the front. I think I did go there on one of my previous videos when we'd done the Fairfield Horseshoe, but it was absolutely battering down that day. The video is one of the first ones on the channel if you want to have a look. So we had to sit inside the pub that day, so it'd be great to take advantage of the beer garden and its superb views. So on we go. Let's go and catch these three up before they get off without me, and I'll speak to you again shortly. So I've lost the other three. I told them to carry on walking because I was messing around with the drone because of the you know, the views you could get from High Raise there. I ideally wanted to get a bit of an orbital drone shot to you know, to show the full sort of panorama, what you can see from up in the air. So I was waiting around for a bit. I was, you know, conscious of disturbing people, with it being so quiet today as well, and there being quite a few people up there. I didn't want to disturb people, so I didn't really get too much footage. But because I was messing around for too long, these three have walked on, and I'm not quite sure where they are. But I'm sure they're waiting somewhere up ahead. So I'll scout on, see if I can see them. If not, I'm sure I'll find them back at the car park. So I've spied them on top of Sergeant Man just in front of me here. Third fell of the day. Quite an interesting name, but I couldn't for the life of me find where the name came from when I was looking online. So it sounds like it's looks like it's lost to the annals of history. Although Wainwright describes it as a compelling challenge, but as you can see, it's you know, taking a bit of poetic license there, I think, because it's just a short hop up really. Well, from here anyway. Maybe it's more challenging from one of the other routes he took up, because he would approach the fells from every conceivable route. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But from this way, it's pretty straightforward, as you can see. And there's the other members of the fellowship. Si's just fallen over. Got that on camera, Si? We've just done the fourth and final fell of the day, Blea Rigg. I'm just meandering my way down here. It's pretty slippy, to be honest. It's funny at this time of year, isn't it? It's only I think it's only about 3 o'clock, but it feels like it's about 7 o'clock. Sun's already dropping. You can see the shadows lengthening on all the rock formations there. So we need to work our way back down to the Tarn there. So I'm hoping there's going to be a path over this side. The other three have just disappeared off the edge here. I haven't heard any screams, so I'm assuming there must be one. So we'll go and have a look. I'll turn the camera off because it is pretty slick underfoot. So we've just come down off the side of Blea Rigg there. It was a bit hairy coming down, to be honest. It's pretty boggy, and the stones are pretty slick because I think they've been sort of in the shade for quite a while. So the water's, you know, not evaporated off them. So we're pretty slippy in places, and we made the descent more complicated than it needed to be. We dropped down a bit too early, so we had to sort of traverse a bit of a scree slope. And then we tried to correct, overshot the path, so had to double back on ourselves. But yeah, made it down now. You can just see Easdale Tarn in front of us here. Like I said before, no wind at all, so it is just like a mirror today. You can see the long shadows cast by the fells behind me as the sun dips down. And it is only about 2:45, I think, but it feels so much later. The plan was to sit in the beer garden at the Drunken Duck, like I said before, but I don't know how much daylight we're actually going to have left once we find our way back to the car. So we'll see how we go. We'll get a bit of a jog on here and see what light we're left with. So we're back on level ground, which is a blessed relief after coming down there. Feet are in absolute bits. Water got in over the top of my boot as well, so squelching away. But yeah, decent walk all in all. Well worth going out to High Raise for those views. And it's pretty stunning coming down here, actually, back into Grasmere with the sun setting over to my right here. Just lighting up all the golden oranges and coppers and bronzes on the hillside there. So yeah, pretty lovely. Back up towards Sour Milk Gill there. So yeah, just heading back into Grasmere now. Probably a good time to end the video, because despite my GoPro saying it's got 34% battery left, it has just shut itself off saying it's got low battery, so probably a fault with it, to be honest. So I'll have to check that out. So yeah, just gonna go to the Drunken Duck now. We'll film a little bit out there, sort of end the video, pint scene, and then yeah, we're off into Coniston for the evening. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.